Hello, greetings. This is Self Help, and anyone who cares to listen. So I'm asking myself, because in this mind thing, I get lost, and then I fear that I will be not sincere looking. So who is looking? Is the mind? Can the mind look at itself, what it has created? The mess, the chaos. And who is looking? Is there someone? Can the mind solve the problem by looking at it? Because didn't the mind make this problem? The thoughts and everything. As I see myself wavering, who is this self? What is it made of? So again, I have to go back and become behind everything, to find that stable place where I can look at all this chaos, change and everything from a changeless place, right? So am I going back to Muji Baba, his pointings, the witness, which is constant, which is unchangeable. So everything else is temporary, except for this witness. This can solve all our, just being there can solve every problem, could it? So just seeing, oh my God, you see the mind is such a problem. So you have to stop, because you'll be going through your fears, and then the person seeing is also not that sincere. The fear that I have, I'm not so sincere, and how can I say that this person from the mind that I'm seeing is sincere when it has let me down so many times, right? So this reminded me of Muji Baba. Now, we need to go back, or not even go back, but meaning we need to be that witness, right? Where everything is it is this witness that is non-judgmental, which is not from the mind, which does not change, which is most all trustworthy, all reliable. Anything I do with the mind, it evades me, or it is not, you know what I mean? It's very chaotic, very complex. So, do you see this? That when you're looking for your fears and you want to be honest, you want to be honest, you want to be sincere. I want to look at this, my mind. But who is looking at the mind? Because, you see, we're trying to solve the problem of the mind from the mind, saying that a part of the mind is looking at a part of this mind which is not sincere. The person looking also from the mind is not sincere. The personality we have made, I guess. So all these things I've learned and contemplated, gathering information from Muji Baba also, I must acknowledge him and myself a long time ago, the pure awareness thing I found. So this is not to show off or, please, this is really serious self-help. And I'm recording this, yes, maybe I'm like fascinated about this, but that's the fascination is from the mind. Once you get it, you don't have to record these things and show to people or help. Maybe I'm operating from a fear-based place, and if you are there too. So just showing you for the record, and if I'm showing off, I will see that which mind is fascinated by this discovery, and I will have to dissolve it through pure awareness. See, this place, the mind, is quickly fascinated. Oh, I got it. It is all arrogant. It's arrogant. Okay, it's all arrogant. All this, all that. It's parts. It's in parts. It's all culprit. It is a mess. So we may think that we are building things better, and better, and being productive, using our mind, intellectually better. To an extent, it is okay to facilitate, but come through, you can't solve the problem. It might take many years, many generations to solve your fear, to process your fears. You will have to, it's better to take a back seat, go back where you see all this chaos. And who is the one seeing? Who is it? The mind seeing itself, or is there a Jesus Christ witness? Jai Moji Baba ki. Okay, so I'm going to end here. Please go to Mooji, MOOJI, to do his pointings. So even if you are an atheist, maybe give it a try. Give it a try, maybe this will work, because for many years we've been using the mind. Where are the feelings to process? Where is the seat of the feeling? The heart. But you see, scientists are going to dig in and not find anything. The best thing to say is, best thing is this, which is, see, I've been trying to find, like, let's suppose, no, not supposing. I've been trying to find the seat of the heart. Excuse me, I'm smoking as I woke up. Just having my coffee. So, okay, I've been trying to find the seat. Where are these feelings coming from? Mere feelings that tell me that this person is important, this person I know, this person I hate, this person I'm repulsed by, this person I'm attracted to it. What are these mere feelings? Where are they coming from? Are they coming from a mind which is old, 1,000 billion, millennium years old, that are telling me, that's telling me all this, or so everything changes. Now, I cannot go step by step right now, but like, what's the seat of this? where we get, like, for example, even the Jews believe in Shekinah. We believe in a Bibi Shekinah, which is a peace. We made her personified, a 3-year-old daughter of Imam Hussain. So I was trying to find the seat of mercy, and where peace is, where's that peace? And I've been praying to God, oh God, please forgive me here. Even though as I'm looking at my fears, it gets very chaotic and I get panic struck. And the person also looking, I have to question whether I'm sincere enough, I'm strong enough. I feel very weak, wavering. Then I don't want to pay attention to this fear. I'm very, let's say, what is it? Capricious. You know, it seems like very deceptive. Then I'll be feeling guilty. Oh God, please help me because I'm not sincere. I'm running away from my fears. I cannot face them. There are too many and too deep. And this will go on and on. And who is the one seeing? I've asked myself today. Again, back to that simple question, but it is very deep, I think. If you see the person seeing their own fears is the person who is fake, is the person who is inconsistent, not constant. So everything that we are told is fake. That to see, if we are told to see through what? Through this inconsistency? Do you find any? Or do you find, maybe you'll get to the where there's emptiness. Totally, you will feel I'm nothing. You can, through the mind, like, or it will come to you one day and bang, hit you. But saying that I have solved my fear, I have solved my fear. Who is the I? Who has solved? It doesn't seem sincere. This mind has to come to a place where it will somehow surrender. If you're sincere in your search and you see the inconsistencies in your own self and the wavering and the distractions and the escape we take, and I feel I'm too small to see my fears, the rape. I mean, there are so many things that I have to process and see, right? Processing how am I doing it right? Am I being sincere? The fear of not being sincere is behind. It's behind this, right? No. Sorry, forgive me, God, forgive me. It will go on. Like A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ said that our meditation, Hindu, yoga, all this, you can go on meditating for the rest of your life. It's the same way you will with the mind. When someone is not showing you who is the person, is it the person behind looking? See, the mind is a chaos. The world is in a chaos because it has built through the mind, right? But the heart, forget the heart. I'm just trying to see here. I don't know my feelings. I mean, they're all subjective. I can tell you, oh, my signs that I'm reincarnated. I feel this way with Mrs. Munira Gulzar and whatever it is. Will you believe me? How much can you? You can't believe me in the sense that I shouldn't even ask you to believe me, because it is not fair to you what is personal to me to believe in. We can't even measure the feeling, and it could go on forever and ever. That's the way I feel today. God knows if tomorrow I will feel that. But something inside says that, oh, this will go on forever and I'll die without her and all this. So where can we get this wisdom, insight coming through? Am I being sincere? Am I being this? And the fear as life goes on, are we supposed to just face it? And who's the I? Isn't the I itself the one? If it's coming from the mind, the I, the conditioning, the habit from the world, from the upbringing, the environment, then this I is a fake I. Yes, the fear, this I is very important, or isn't it? Excuse me for the self. I just blew on this. So, for the sound came from my mouth. Sorry. For the self-important me, I. Yeah, it is very important. My fears. So now what are we seeing? And who's the one seeing it? Because for the rest, excuse me, I don't know. I've been looking at this, maybe didn't put it in words, so many words, and realize what I'm doing wrong. See, we're supposed to put God before everything. In our Shia Islam, we have an example where we look, oh, the tyrant Yazid, and things like that. And everything in life temporary, we've seen very closely, but we move away from that Karbala. Why do we move away? And if we are sincere and we look, yes, we trust in God, some of our religious scholars, some of our religious people in Shia Islam, Muslims also, who see Muhammad as Rasulullah, but how are they seeing it? First of all, I really believe in apostate prophet, what he has asked recently, that you cannot find. He says, if you've gone through his latest quotes on YouTube channel, you will see that in some Quran verses he has asked, an apostate prophet has challenged the Muslims to find proof for Prophet Muhammad. Okay, we can find proof but who will be the one to find proof for God? So the same way, like the Quran says, where are their idols? Right? What are these idols? And where's your proof, idolaters? And where's your proof? Scientists will say, here is our proof about this. And life is going on and you're telling us, So I don't think I'm explaining this properly, but okay, so we say, I found some proof. Oh, yes, I found this proof, but it all comes from, then the Hindus have explained it to me that this third eye is the one and how it is, but we have not been constant about this third eye. You see, in my dua book, I think it is dua, I've forgotten which dua it is now, dua Mehraj or dua hijab. It is the covering, right? Complete. I think it is in dua hijab. So we tore apart there this from the eyebrows. But only the Hindus have explained this and been constant. Shivoham, Shivoham, the third eye, or wherever this third eye comes from, whether it is Shiva, and then they explain everything. So I'm trying to get my glasses to see this. I can tell apostate prophet that I found this, but it will not be enough. Because then Muhammad is this light. God has made Muhammad. I beseech you in the name of this particular name. I beseech you in the name of your name by which you partition the eyebrows. See here, third eye. So this is the witness to open the eyes and see, and by which you let your wisdom operate. Sorry, we in Shias, we've got this misprinting, bad printing problems. By which you let your wisdom, I have to correct this, and the proofs with which your prophets made known the truth, whose minds and hearts were aware. Awareness is the key point of your being, while you are hidden in the secret stations of the innermost seclusion. Hallelujah. So I could tell apostate prophet, oh, I found God and all this. I found the proof. But where is that Muhammad is the light? So Hare Cheez Chamak Uthi. Sabri brothers Kawali. This is it. Then you go back to Shakti and Shakti, Shiva and Shakti, which he explains. Who is he? Igor Kufayev on YouTube channel. They go hand in hand, Shakti, Shiva and Shakti. So that which is the Shakti, we would say is Rasulullah, Prophet Muhammad. That which is Shiva is God. Hallelujah, I found evidence from the Hindus. See, so going back to the Hindus, this is where we'll all have to go back to. Not Jesus Christ. Sorry to say, many Christians are now making, I know they're using, I know that this religion, Islam, is not a true religion and all this. They're making Christians of these ex-Muslims. Some of them are trying hard. Or, like Sam Shamoun is there. And I just saw the Jihadi Yusuf one. And some of the things I disagree with Sam Shamoun in this. So I'd rather not comment because my English is, I don't mean to pick on Sam Shamoun or, humiliate him or anything of that sort. But there's no witness to Jesus, Bibi Maryam giving birth. And all this falls apart. This Abrahamic religion. Sorry Jews, sorry Christians, sorry Muslims. But Muslims will not, I don't know what kind of Muslims these are that won't even listen to my sorry. Maybe Prophet Muhammad will forgive me, but these Muslims, because of the laws which have come down, and no, Prophet Muhammad I would blame who has done this, that killed the apostates. And see that gay thing, homosexuality, Islamic homosexuality. Sam Shamoun with Jihadi. Another part, was it part 2? This was another debate. Even the Christians, he was asking what would happen if you go to court and they send you to this, and in Islamic way, what would happen? There's no counseling for the gays and all this. Or is there? Maybe there's some counseling in Christianity, but it says behead lesbians, and there's no verse in the for the lesbians, but in the Quran. But Imam Ali has a book. We had a book of Imam Ali where the punishments for lesbians was so many, what do you call it, that caning, what do you call it? I keep forgetting that word, whipping. I say whipping. It's that. So 80 or Kora, what do you call it? 80, no, don't say the wrong word. So it's not coming to me right now. And we used to say that this in Surah Buruj, is it? They sat by this fire, and they did what they did to the believers. It's about lesbians and all this. I don't know. Some used to say this. I have to yet confirm that it is on lesbian, but there's no there's no clear verse against. Maybe in Surah, no, it is in about homosexuality. The Lut case, if you look through all the verses, there were gang rapes and all, but I disagree with Sam Jamal. Maybe I should look at it again. I haven't gone through the verses. But what this jihadi Yusuf was showing, is it, or have we jumped to a conclusion that it is against the homosexuals? Because maybe it is not against the homosexuals. It's against raping. No, Lut offered his daughters to these people to marry so that they would not do these things like homosexuality and stand in the way. They become very promiscuous. So we have to make our own interpretations, I guess. Right? Explanations, or take it from the Imam if we are 12 Shias. Not from the Sunni sources, but we have to consider the Sunni sources and then see whether we all agree to one thing, is that homosexuals should be killed. But that's in Christianity. Lesbians and homosexuals to be put to death. So, this I learned from Sam Shamoun on YouTube channel, I have to acknowledge, with the Jihadi Yusuf video. You can watch. So now we can go like this into our fears, but you see how self-deceptive it is? Who is the one? If you just ask yourself a simple question. Can the mind solve its own problem? It's so complex. So who is the one? And then you might say, oh, you might need help outside from Jesus Christ or someone. I'm not being sincere. Oh God, please help me see my fear. Am I even being sincere to see this? Am I strong enough to see this? Am I this? So who is the one seeing? Am I strong enough to see this? So what is you will find yourself stuck when you ask the right question, and if you find that who is the one seeing this fear? Who is the one? I am the one seeing the fear, and then, if you go slower, you will see that this thing which created the fear in me, and who I am what? Am I the mind? Because all feelings, everything comes from the mind, we are told. That's the heart. That's not the heart matter of the heart. Okay, so then even our feelings change. So seeing the witness, you see, mere feelings, they may be intense. I could say, no, my feelings for Mrs. Munira Gulzar, they're divinely inspired and all this. But the divine is the one I should be thanking who brought Mrs. Munira Gulzar to my life. So you see, put God first. Everything we have found here is because God brought it here for us to find the good things, and the bad things is because people, that I understand, people make choices, they have free will, and God does not tamper with their free will. From A.J. Miller and even my religion, it's just putting the thing in the right, proper wordings. A.J. Miller has Jesus Christ on YouTube channel Divine Truth by the name of Divine Truth. So I'm going through A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ, and all that I went through. I might go through another video, I don't know. Okay, so did I put, this is hijab, supplication of hijab, huh? This is our Shia site, dua.org. You can Google search dua hijab and find this. Okay, so you will need help from God somewhere. You will feel that. Can you see all this? Who is seeing? See, stop. So stop, please. Because there's some self-deception. We've been deceived for many, many, many eons of years. Please see this, so that you do not deceive yourself. And someone comes along and says, I'm the master, or I'm Jesus Christ. But see, Hindus have this consistent thing going on. They have divine masters, they have Vishnu's this thing, they have Shiva's followers, they have Brahma, no, Shiva cursed Brahma, creator. See, we can never find the creator. But we can find Shiva, and Shiva can find us. Or, I shouldn't be using these kind of words loosely, but the thing is that we come to the Hinduism of Shiva, don't we? The witness, which is in the Quran too, the witness, and then Rasulullah. But I can't find Muhammad. Who is Muhammad? Well, it doesn't say Muhammad, I'm Muhammad, I'm Muhammad. But it is like Shakti, Shiva Shakti. But then we go back. See, the Hindus have explained to us, and they are consistent in this. We made laws, and how far the imagination and this thing, and how Imam Ali says, how is it that the hereafter does not come in your imagination and be intellectual? And sometimes I felt my Shias were very intellectual, very logical, sometimes they were very clever. And I found myself being clever, even though we had this grand sacrifice, it does not humble us, make us humble people. You make us, what do you call it? Humble. And there's another word, but I can't find it. Down to earth. Because and then the shaitan comes, attack, knock us down. So, and then the laws and cutting of hands. And this just jumped to such a great extent. And maybe now you will say Hindus have this Manu, who Anita Rai has explained in her, just brushed through Manu, some god of Hindu. He also had very severe punishments. Excuse me. I think the coffee is not quite going through my throat properly. So, we'll have to go through the Hindu. Sorry, Christians. Sorry, Jesus Christ, A.J. Miller. I just feel I am wrong, insincere. But who is the person behind all this? That God can help me see. You see, Muji Baba and all the Hindus, from the Hindu we find all these things and we remain constant with it. Shiva, Shakti, and explaining. So I feel all this nonsense, these fake religions, these things have come, which is like paste and copy paste. They just one God believe. Abrahamic religions. If I'm sorry, but you have really not. You've missed the mark. Jesus Christ will come and correct himself, we are told. But the way A.J. Miller is correcting is that he's the only one in first one. I'm really sorry to say this, but only one. Like I feel the rishis, you are insulting the rishis who stood. Like you see, in one of his, let me catch him. Sorry, I'm quite smart or clever. I'm clever, but do you think that the rishis were clever? They sat at one place, we are told, right? So one rishi is going to have to come back to save the world. And it's not A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ. It's not even Jesus Christ. It has to be a Hindu, I guess. Because you see, even A.J. Miller said that you have to have this connection with God. And you find out what you do and what you like. And so you have to see how much time. I've gone through his video. How much time do you put in what you believe in? Like if you love Imam Hussain, how much time do you put in your Imam Hussain? Worship for Imam, God for Imam Hussain, or how much time do you put into this? Huh? And you think the rishis never put any time in this? The rishis of India, the ancient 5,000 years BC, are you telling me that Jesus Christ alone found in 1 BC, 2 BC, and there were not anyone who became God realized? The rishis used to sit there in contemplation, their hair would grow, they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't clip their nails or anything. They would just give attention to God, the truth, to finding. And you think that they are not God realized? Now A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ, is teaching his followers there in Australia and everywhere around. What did he say? I'm not, from my tone I might sound, but I think there's a hurt behind this that we've been betrayed so badly. But I will catch this person who says that I'm Jesus Christ and I'm the only one. I'm not saying with me, I'm saying those rishis of India who sat there, didn't hurt anyone, didn't go to war with anyone. Think about it, okay? Thank you. Sorry, I have to end it abruptly like this. I'll be back to continue with my introspection and helping each other together. Please be kind. And if you are going to be someone like a stranger man from Pakistan who comes, I will not be able to take it. I had shivers here, in the beginning coming here with Pakistanis. A lot went through me. I'm not saying all Pakistanis are like this, but whatever happened to me made me lose trust get shudders when a Pakistani man would pass by me. So I have to, yeah, I travel in taxis in there are some Pakistanis who are taxi drivers. There's some good ones. Still, now it's been some years. I've done some help from some mantras, meditation. That's why I can take them. But I will give you the mother of your nani, your maternal grandmother. If I find out that you have done something to my principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, then with abuse, I can get to the heights of abuse. Then no one will be, I'm very, very, then no one is as bad as me when it comes to abuse. Pakistanis will not be able to win. You see this man, Tariq Masood, in abuse and in graphic abuse, live streams, Facebook, I've shown him. You say one word about my principal and you come there on my page, I will rip you apart, if not with the hands, which I can never reach these Pakistani rapists. Some of them are very lecherous. I will rip you apart if you don't listen to me. I'm like Sam Chamon. I'm even worse than him when it comes to bad words. I will abuse your nani, your dadi, everyone. Thank you so much. Just behave yourself.